All right, today we're diving into SEO keyword research. But let's reframe this. This isn't just some tedious technical chore you have to tick off a list. No, this is your most powerful strategic tool. It's your compass for navigating the entire digital world.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You pour your heart and soul into a piece of content, an article, a video, a product page, you name it. You hit publish, feeling great, and then nothing. Crickets. It's got to be one of the most frustrating feelings for any creator out there.
And here's the thing. Most of the time, the problem isn't that your content is bad. It's probably great. The real issue is that the very people who desperately need it just can't find it. It's like you're navigating a vast ocean without a compass. Well, keyword research, that is the compass that points you directly to your audience.
So, let's get our bearings and start by totally demystifying this concept. What are we actually talking about when we say keyword research?
At its core, keyword research is really just about listening to the market on a massive scale. It's a way to use data to discover the exact words and phrases people are typing into search engines. So instead of guessing what they want, you're literally mapping their language directly to your content, perfectly matching real user needs with your answers.
And man, this shows just how much things have evolved. The old way was, well, kinda clumsy. It was all about stuffing a specific keyword into a page as many times as you could. But search engines got way smarter. The modern way is about understanding the whole topic and, most importantly, the user's intent. The goal totally shifted from just ranking for a term to genuinely satisfying what the user was looking for.
And that brings us to the big so what, right? Why should you invest your precious time and energy into this? Let's break down exactly why this is your single most powerful strategic tool.
This is so much more than just driving traffic. It's about gathering pure market intelligence. It's like you're reading your customers' minds, learning their exact problems in the language they use. This helps you build a data-driven roadmap instead of just winging it. And as a result, you attract qualified traffic, you spot gaps your competitors are totally missing, and you ultimately lower your acquisition costs. It's a win-win-win.
And get this, around 70% of all searches are what we call long tail. These aren't the popular one-word searches. Nope. They're the longer, more specific phrases. Think how to fix a leaky faucet under the kitchen sink instead of just plumber. These searches have way less competition and signal a much higher user intent, which makes them absolute gold for creators.
Okay, so you're sold on the why. But what about the how? Let's walk through a clear, 5-phase process that acts as your map to finding all that juicy market intelligence. This whole thing flows in a really logical loop. You start small, brainstorming your initial seed ideas. From there, you expand your list using tools to find all kinds of related terms. Now, here comes the most crucial step. You analyze the intent. What's the why behind that search? Only after you know that do you look at the data, the search volume, the difficulty. Finally, you prioritize and choose your best targets. See? It's a repeatable system, not a one-time guess.
Let's look a little closer at that idea of intent, because it's really the key to everything. You can basically group searches into 4 main types. Is the user just trying to learn something? That's informational. Are they trying to investigate before buying something? That's commercial. Matching your content to one of these 4 intents is how you give the user exactly what they came for.
Now, like any journey, there are definitely some common pitfalls. But, knowing what they are is half the battle. So let's cover how to navigate around them like a pro.
The biggest mistake, by far, is just ignoring user intent. You write a brilliant, in-depth blog post for a keyword, but then you realize Google is only ranking product pages for that term. The fix is super simple. Before you create anything, just search your target keyword and see what's already ranking. If it's all videos, you should probably make a video. Match the format that's already winning.
The next mistake is only chasing those massive high-volume keywords. I get it, it feels exciting to target them, but the competition is absolutely fierce. The smarter fix is to build a balanced portfolio. Yeah, go for some of the big terms, but make sure you're also capturing those high-intent, low-competition, long-tail keywords we talked about.
And finally, you just can't have a set-it-and-forget-it mindset. This is not a one-and-done task. Search trends change, and your customer's language evolves. The best approach is to treat this as an ongoing function. Make it a habit to check in and refresh your keyword strategy at least every quarter.
Okay, so once you have this process down, what's next? Well, the world of search is always changing. So let's look at a few key trends that are shaping the future right now.
There are 3 big things to keep an eye on. First, AI is pushing search to reward deep, comprehensive coverage of a whole topic, not just a single keyword. Second, with more zero-click searches, where the answer is right there on the results page, you have to optimize for things like featured snippets and those people also ask boxes. And third, with growing privacy limits, using your own internal data is becoming more and more important.
If you take just one thing away today, let it be this. Keyword research is strategic market intelligence, not just some SEO checkbox you tick off. It's a powerful tool that can and should guide your entire business strategy.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own work. Is your content truly connecting with an audience and answering their real questions? Or is it just shouting into the void, hoping someone stumbles upon it? With the right compass, you can make sure it always finds its destination.